Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video.
Hello fellow 8-bit heroes. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the non-woke series of Q1 2024. We have 5 of them this time, so this is going to be a fun one. All right, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is The Last Airbender. Last Airbender on Netflix is the second live-action adaptation of the Nickelodeon animated series about a world where people can manipulate the elements of earth, water, fire, and air and are known as benders. 4 nations representing their corresponding elements, and every nation, every generation, gets a bender chosen to possess all 4 elements and bring balance to the world. Now, this could have gone down the woke DEI path real quick, especially with this being the second adaptation of this source material, the first being by M. Night Shyamalan, but we are definitely not going to talk about that. But in a rare move from Netflix, which showed restraint and a great amount of respect for the source material and the fans, they delivered a really enjoyable series, and I am really pleased to be able to recommend this. My wife watched it, she enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. Now, some of the characters are slightly different, not really, but slightly different than their animated corresponding representations, but I'd say it's minimal at best, and you'll really enjoy this. So if you've enjoyed some of their other live action adaptations that were pretty good, like the Yu Yu Hakusho adaptation, you'll enjoy this one. So definitely give it a shot. Number 4, Ninja Kamui. After escaping his clan and going into hiding in rural America, former ninja Higan, living under the alias of Joe Logan, is ambushed by assassins who exact bloody retribution on him and his family for his betrayal. With his wife and son now dead, Higan returns to his ninja ways to avenge his murdered family and sets his sights on taking down the very clan that made him. The series is from Adult Swim and can be streamed on Max, formerly HBO Max. If you love action, ninjas, robots, set in a dystopian future where a Mark Zuckerberg-style mogul has dominion over whole countries, you should definitely give Ninja Kamui a chance. The animation is just top-notch on this. You'll definitely enjoy it if you're an anime fan. If you're a fan of ninjas, or if you're just a fan of good storytelling in general, I highly recommend this series. Number 3. Tracker. Tracker is an American action drama television series created by Ben H. Winters based on The Never Game by Jeffrey Deaver. The series stars Justin Hartley as Coulter Shaw, a skilled survivalist and tracker who earns his living by assisting law enforcement and private citizens in exchange for reward money. Now, on a personal note, I've been rooting for Justin Hartley ever since he played the Green Arrow in Smallville, so I was pleasantly surprised to see him starring in this series. What surprised me even more was the fact that the series was not only allowed to exist with a capable white male lead in 2024, but that the series is aired on CBS of all networks. So I really enjoyed this series. It gives a what if Dean from Supernatural was going on solo adventures vibe. And there's a really cool overarching narrative that focuses on family and the relationship between fathers and sons. There are some elements to this that are a little woke. I'd say his handlers are pretty much the only real woke element to this entire affair, and it's not even that bad, but it's just one of the things that I have to bring up because, you know, there's always somebody in the comments that wants to nitpick every little thing about these lists. So I just wanted to cover that just in case somebody tries to come back and be like, but it is woke because there's lesbians. It doesn't matter. Anyway, next up is number 2. Number 2 is House of Ninjas. House of Ninjas is a Japanese television series developed by Dave Boyle for Netflix based on the story by Kento Kaku, Yoshiaki Murao, and Takafumi Imai. It stars Kaku as the protagonist alongside Yosuke Eguchi, Tei Kimura, Kengo Kora, Aju Makita, Nobuko Miyamoto, and Riho Yoshioka. It follows a family of ninjas known as shinobi as they struggle to connect as a family and return to the shinobi lifestyle. This series is another reason why a lot of non-woke content comes from overseas. This series highlights the strengths found in masculinity, femininity, tradition, but most importantly, family. What's also interesting is the comedy that the series is able to deliver while also dealing with emotional and heavy subject matter. So, I mean, if you like live action ninja action, I would definitely give this particular series your attention. And you're going to notice a theme in this list that a lot of these are Asian or Japanese centric. That's just how it came out, guys. Like I literally have scoured all of the premieres for the past quarter, and it just so happened that they lean heavily toward the Nation of the Rising Sun. So without further ado, let's get into number one. Number one is Shogun. Shogun follows the collision of two ambitious men from different worlds. John Blackthorne, a risk-taking English sailor who ends up shipwrecked in Japan, a land whose unfamiliar culture will ultimately redefine him. Lord Toranaga, a shrewd, powerful daimyo at odds with his own dangerous political rivals, and Lady Mariko, a woman with invaluable skills but dishonorable family ties who must prove her value and allegiance. This is based on Clavel's Shogun, a historical fiction novel. The character of Blackthorne is loosely based on the historical English navigator William Adams, who in Japan rose to become a samurai under Tokugawa Ieyasu, a powerful daimyo who later became the founder of the first shogun of the Tokugawa shogunate. Ieyasu is the basis of the character of Yoshi Toranaga. This series is by far my favorite series of the year so far. The fact that this remake is superior to the original speaks volumes to the writing and the performances, particularly from Hiroyuki Sanada as Yoshi Toranaga. This series had a lot of controversy surrounding it, particularly because it refused to acquiesce to demands to include the black retainer Yasuke, because it would have been inaccurate to the time period that the story takes place. This to me was very important, and that authenticity that is shown in this decision is shown throughout the entire series. It is fascinating. It has drama, it has action, it has a love story, it has political intrigue. This show is by far one of the best series I have seen come out of FX, and it can be watched on Hulu. So, and I think it can be watched on Disney Plus as well, which is kind of weird, but this is just a phenomenal series. The performances were fantastic. I love that it doesn't hold your hand with the Japanese language woven into some of the English language that the other characters are speaking. So this is definitely a great series, especially if you like things like Game of Thrones or anything with like a political intrigue, like your Successions or things like that. This is a good series to watch, and I definitely recommend it. If you don't watch any other series on this list, you need to give Shogun a chance because it is that good. So that's going to bring our list to an end, guys, and I appreciate you watching this far if you have watched this far. So without further ado, 8-Bit Heroes out, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.